Hi, this is part two of my Devon Alexander Lucas Matthysse video. Just remember, just consider this to be a second opinion from a complete stranger online. To pick up where I left off, the point I was making was simply, what was Timothy Bradley doing to get so close to Devon Alexander? The other thing, too, to look at is that Alexander's defense is very high risk. It's very effective, but it's very high risk. He's a leaner like Vitaly Klitschko is. In other words, he doesn't raise his hands to block some of the shots. He actually will use upper body movement. He'll lean his head back and have the punch just wave in front of him, like Ali used to do, like Vitaly does now. That actually enables him to be much faster than the average fighter because, of course, after the punch passes, both of his hands are ready to throw punches, and he's able to then hit the opening created by the other fighter throwing a punch. The other fighter typically is extended after throwing and missing, and Alexander is able to then go to work. That's very high risk. That means that if Matthysse is able to stutter his punch, fake the punch, then throw it after Alexander comes back, or if Matthysse can put a loop in his punch, like Joe Frazier did against Ali, then he could hit Alexander flush. There's a definite KO risk in this fight. Now, all of that said, looking at Matthysse, he's not accustomed to long fights. Don't be misled by the Zab Judah 12-round fight that he lost by split decision. He's only been 10 rounds or more twice his entire career. In that Zab Judah fight, he had leg cramp problems. A leg cramp is something that you only get when you're unaccustomed to using the muscle as much as you are. Now keep in mind, in that Zab Judah fight, he wasn't moving around that much. Judah himself is over 30. Judah doesn't move as much as Devon Alexander is going to move. From a boxing perspective, I find Matthysse to be very limited. He's a big-time puncher, but his power doesn't carry. In other words, he has to already be on top of you to be able to land heavy bombs. He's not David Haye. He can't be halfway across the ring, then in a quick move, get over to you and hit you with concussive punches. He literally has to be right up on you, right? His sense of balance is not that great. His hand speed is not that great. His foot speed is not that great. This is online. We tell it like it is, right? So I'm expecting Matthysse to be thoroughly and systematically outboxed in this fight. I don't expect him from a boxing standpoint to make the fight close. But while I believe that Alexander is the only guy who can get a decision in this fight, and I understand it's a controversial position for me to take since Matthysse almost beat Zab Judah on the scorecards, and since the numbers in the Judah fight show that Matthysse actually threw more punches than Judah, landed more punches than Judah in that fight. Let me just point out, I don't believe that the scorecards are going to be that close for Matthysse against Devon Alexander. If this goes to a decision, I believe only Alexander can win it. I do believe, though, that both guys can win this fight by knockout. I think this is a very hard fight to call. I do not believe it's bettable. I believe Devon Alexander has, and will show that he has, the superior boxing skills, the superior technique, the superior jab, the superior hand speed, the superior foot speed, the superior combinations, the superior ring presence. I'm expecting Devon Alexander to look good. But either guy, in my opinion, can get knocked out at any time in this fight. It's going to be new for either guy to get knocked down if it happens. If this fight goes to a decision, I'm expecting Devon Alexander to win the fight by a wide margin. Let me know what you think. Leave your comments for me here on YouTube. Visit us at gamblersadvisory.com. To sum up, I don't believe the fight's bettable. Either guy can get knocked out. I think only Devon Alexander can win a decision. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching.